things is like the, like the multi-segment camera where you press and record, a music library, and we'll have a music picker. You'll be able to browse music that's like trending. You'll be able to search for music, speed controls to slow down the audio so that you could speed up your video, or do the opposite, like speed up the audio so you could slow down your video. Countdown timer, including a stop point, things like filters, a whole bunch of different effects, the ability to add text, set start and stop points, and then a whole bunch of other interesting things that we're working on our roadmap. I think what we're committed to do is build the best damn set of mobile creation tools out there. And then when you create things, help you find an audience, and filters is on that list, but it's not in India right now. And so stay tuned for the creation tools.
Just another technical question regarding embedding. So does embedding shorts on social go? They're just curious. So far, TikTok's embedding isn't great.
There is an existing YouTube embedded player where you can take any video, and shorts are videos under the hood. And so you can take them and embed them. You might need to tweak the sort of size of it so that it appears vertical without letterboxing on the side, but the embedder supports that. Like when you paste your code in for HTML, you can like change the size of the thing, and it'll work pretty well. What it doesn't do though is it doesn't put you in a feed where you can kind of have a mobile like experience where you're just like swiping one video after the other. It's not really optimized for that, at least not yet. So we would think of it just as a single video embed.
And we just have a couple questions coming up regarding folks, subscribers, the subscriber base. Will YouTube only show your shorts content to people who are subscribed? We also had another question that I feel like we can maybe lump in with this one of your subscribers, do they get an alert when you upload a short?
Great questions. Yeah. So we're definitely not showing it only to your subscribers. We're going to be increasingly focused on making sure we find everybody that's interested in a given video, right? And so that means that we're really building a new algorithm here to make sure that we can do a good job at recommending videos, but also do a good job at helping new folks just starting out get an audience. In terms of the alerting part of things, these are videos, so they will sort of work however it would work if you just uploaded another video. So like if people would, are subscribed, if like they've smashed the bell and they are subscribed to your channel in a way where they're getting notifications, they would do so when you uploaded a short.
Great. Thanks for all these great questions, guys. Here's one that we may have touched on already, but it's coming in. How short can the videos be?
It's just your old friend. Huh. Do I know this? Do I know this person? My recommendation would be to make them longer than 5 seconds. I think there's like a functional limit of something like 1 second, and maybe you're into some really niche stuff that's super duper short. But it's pretty hard to recommend really, really, really short things because, part of the way recommendations work is like, how long did somebody watch a video? How much of the video did they complete it? How much did they like it? And, if something's very, very short, some of those signals break down because people need a couple seconds to judge a video. And if the video is over by that time, then you start to have to like really lean heavily on loop counts, and it's kind of an edge case. So I would say you should probably go more than 5 seconds.
Okay.
4 or 5 seconds.
And we talked about uploading. You can upload videos now that are shorter and vertical hashtag shorts. But for folks who already have that kind of content and they want to go back and make it available or promote it, can they add hashtag shorts to old videos that are already uploaded?
Yeah. That's something that I think you should try out. You can go in there, edit the title of your video or description, just throw in hashtag shorts. Probably won't take too long. And then it'd be an interesting experiment to see if we're able to pick those up. I'm pretty optimistic that any video that has hashtag shorts is going to have a bit of a boost while we're sort of starting out here, but there is also a freshness element here. So if the video is quite old, it may not get as much uptake as something that is more recently uploaded because there is that freshness aspect.
right, let's see. Oh, we had a question here come in. Um, Jessica and James ask, would thumbnails play an important role for shorts?
They really don't. Like a lot of creators understandably spend a lot of time optimizing thumbnails for their videos so they can get people to click in on home. For shorts, most traffic is going to come from people tapping in on shelves that will appear on home, and just being in that shelf is not really like your goal as a creator. Really, it's like that's the door to the feed, the door to the equivalent of like a For You page, right? And so we really want to optimize those thumbnails to get, we really want to optimize the videos in that shelf for us to learn about what that viewer likes. So you could imagine like the shelf maybe has like a video of somebody dancing and then maybe has somebody cooking right next to it. Which one the viewer taps on is very telling. And then you're just in a feed, right? And so the feed will go on forever, and we're going to just keep recommending videos and trying new videos and recommending new videos and getting better and better. And so we opted to not focus on custom thumbnails for shorts, because we'd rather have people sort of focus on the video content itself, especially since most of these are going to get seen in a feed where the thumbnail never gets seen.
Okay, I'm glad we touched on that, because we did have a couple of different questions coming in about thumbnails. We have a lot of questions coming in about general watch time. A lot of people are conscious about their total watch time and their average watch times. We have a question here coming in from Nikos. How does watch time of a short influence its popping up in a user's feed? What statistics or video data cause the algorithm to pick up a short for the short feed?
Yeah, great question. How does the watch time of a short influence? Um, these algorithms are quite complicated, and so in general, they look for sort of some signals that would allow them to put a video in front of a user. And a lot of that relates to something called co-watch. And so, for example, if Kyle has watched 100 videos and Samir has watched 100 videos and they have similar watch history, then if Kyle gets presented a new video and he enjoys it, it's more likely that Samir would enjoy that video than, for example, the 100 videos I've watched in the past, which are different from both of their watch histories, right? So we're constantly trying to sort of like build algorithms to predict what people would like. And watch time is an important part of that, because if you like a video, you watch it. And so the if you like it part is the thing that we spend a lot of time trying to build systems to predict. Um, so when you think about what informs those systems to be confident or to try and assert that somebody would like a video, it's like, did it get completed? Did somebody like it and engage with it? Or in this new world, when we really mature this, like how many times did they loop it? What was it was like 150% or 200% completion rate? So all that stuff comes into play. And then there's a lot of like that co-watch or collaborative filtering, as we call it, on the back end. So I think that like there's not really like a secret to crack here other than make videos that people like, and we'll find more people that like those videos. I think a lot of times people understandably want to sort of like understand how the algorithm works. I think for one thing, it's just changing all the time. And the other thing is that ultimately it's usually a reflection of how many people like the thing. So focusing on your content is probably the best. Focusing on your content and who's the audience for it is probably the best way to think about this. But we always get these questions, and I'd like to share a little bit about, how it kind of works. There's really no secret thing to tell people though, other than make great content.
And just to make an important distinction, when we say people like the thing, we don't mean physically liking it on the app. It's a synonym for enjoy or engage.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Watch.
I'm glad we were able to touch on that, because I know we have a lot of different questions just coming in regarding watch time of uploading now and that kind of stuff. And I did want to touch on one other thing that Todd mentioned in the last question about how the flow of the videos go. because we did have a question come in regarding, will it loop the videos, the same video over and over, or will it automatically go to the next?
Looping is where we're going to end up for some of these initial sort of experiments. They're still auto advancing, but we think that as especially when they're made with music, it makes a lot more sense to loop, and so they're going to loop as we roll it out globally.
Okay, I'm glad we got clarification on that one. This question came in right now. Can you schedule shorts?
You can't really schedule them like from the creation tools. Like if you go and use our tools in India and go create a thing, like you just upload it from there. But if you just had a video that you were uploading and you want to schedule that, I think like on desktop you can probably do that and include like hashtag shorts. But at that point, you're really just uploading a video with the shorts hashtag that's, less than or equal to 60 seconds, ideally closer to 15 seconds. That's vertical, that has the hashtag. So you can kind of do it, but not on mobile if you use the creation tools.
And Todd, just one question. Their drafts are available on the creation tools though, so you could shoot something and draft it.
So drafts is something that we're working on. It's not done yet, so you don't have like a list of drafts that you've sort of saved off, and so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, thanks for the question, guys. We have we've kind of touched a lot on the channel base itself, like your channel, how traditional videos and shorts kind of commingle, and the subscribers. But we keep having some questions come in. This one got a lot of upvotes, so I want to touch on it again. If someone subscribes from the short form video, will they also get notifications from the long form videos? Will they be able to choose between the long form videos and shorts?
So if somebody found your channel in the shorts playback experience, like they're just swiping videos, they run across your video and then they hit subscribe, they're subscribed to your channel. So, if your channel also has long form videos, when they go over to their subscription tab, they'll see those long form videos. And if they hit the bell and like went to your channel and like hit the bell, then they would get notified for shorts or get notified for long form. And there's a couple different settings under the bell, like every time or like smart notifications. So there's really no split. There's really no choice at this point about how to get notified. But given that you mentioned it, it's something that we'll think through.
Great. And coming up next, we just have a quick technical question. What's the highest resolution that shorts can be? Is there any difference from other videos?
I don't know what the upper bound is. I doubt you're trying to go like 8K vertical. But if you want to upload 4K vertical, then that's fine. What happens when you upload a video anyway is that it gets transcoded into a bunch of different resolutions that optimize for different bandwidth on different devices. So if somebody is like in a low bandwidth environment, but they want to watch your video, we'll figure out the right resolution. I'd say probably keep it under 4K vertical.
Great. Thanks for the question. We just have another quick one. Quick technical question. Currently, only the first 3 hashtags are shown by the title. Can the hashtag shorts be after the 3rd hashtag, or does it have to be in invisible?
Yeah, I think what they're talking about here is the hashtag extraction that lives on traditional watch pages. So if somebody adds a few hashtags to their title on a regular watch page, like a traditional watch page, not shorts, those get pulled out and kind of shown as kind of like little tap targets, but like just above the title, but below the video. We don't do that for shorts. So what'll happen is that in the player, any number of hashtags that can be shown in the title there, like up to 100 characters, you'll just see them and you tap them directly. There's no like hashtag extraction and presenting them as buttons. And that's what I think that they meant by the first 3 hashtags are shown in the title. Okay. That's not the case for shorts. If you just put a bunch of hashtags in there, we'll show them.
Oh, great. Then thanks for the question, guys, and thanks for that great answer, Todd. Let's see. This question has the most upvotes right now. We know we touched on copyright strikes, but maybe just to get a little bit more clarity, if you received a copyright strike from posting music content using the hashtag shorts, will it negatively impact our current channel? Short form content on other platforms use a lot of music. I worry about integrating content to YouTube for fear of it negatively affecting my channel.
Yeah. I mean, getting strikes is not great. They don't happen automatically. Like if there's a claim against the video because of music in it, that doesn't automatically result in a strike. A strike is additional steps beyond that. So you should feel like you are abiding by YouTube's terms of service when you upload videos to YouTube. And if you have audio in it, that's like popular music, it may get claimed, but the most likely thing to happen here is that it just gets claimed and the policies get set to monetize, but shorts aren't a monetized surface. And then your sort of video continues living onwards. And then I think videos shorter than 30 seconds don't get ads run on them anyway. And so the most likely scenario here is that you would not be getting a strike. But if you did get a strike, maybe you posted content that violated the community guidelines or something like this. Like, yeah, that's bad for your channel. For copyright strikes, while it's not likely, it's possible that a label decides to do a manual, like a manual claim and strike a video on something that you've uploaded for some reason. Perhaps it's like some unlicensed use of their artist audio or something like this that would affect your channel. And so I think that it's important to feel like you are abiding by the terms of the service for using YouTube.
Great. Thanks for that. Thanks for clarifying all of that. I know a lot of people were still curious about using music and copyright claims. Here's another question. I think we're getting a lot of similar questions, so I feel like folks may just need a little bit more clarity on what we're talking about. So maybe if we can just touch on some stuff again. Brittany's asking, if we begin uploading our vertical shorts or our vertical short videos to our channel with the hashtag shorts, when YouTube Shorts launches in our country, will those videos be available, be presented on the Shorts platform?
Good question, Brittany. Those videos will be available really now, because what's happening right now is that across the YouTube app, like on home and on watch pages, there is this like mixed shelf of stories, which is like status updates. It's sort of very different than shorts and short videos. And what's going to happen as we scale this is that we're splitting those out, and there'll be a short video shelf that will be branded shorts. You'll see like an icon there and it'll describe shorts. And so we're already recommending short videos right now. And if you upload your videos right now and throw that hashtag in there, keep them short, maybe 15 or 20 seconds or up to 60, then we're going to start recommending those. It's kind of funny. Like I'll be watching these videos and then jump into the comments, and the creators in there like commenting like, where are these views coming from? Because they sort of didn't maybe know that we're already recommending these videos, including from pretty small channels that are just sort of getting started and getting going. So if you begin uploading your shorts now, will they appear when it launches in your country? They will appear now globally to people that enjoy them. So I would sort of try and get the jump on it.
Great. I'm glad we made that distinction, that it is available to those who do have it now in other countries, if you make that content. Let's see. I think we're still getting a lot of questions on watch time. Maybe we can touch on it again. Will Shorts watch time be added to the overall channel watch time?
Yep. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, there's no separate accounting for that. I think we do in analytics want to separate out meaningful aggregations of data. For example, like, if we showed like average view duration and you had 10-minute videos and 10-second videos, that's going to be a weird average. That's not very informative for you. So it's really much more in your interest as a creator for us to split those out. And that's what I sort of mentioned earlier. Like we're working on that in analytics right now.
Great. I just want to thank everyone again for all these questions. I know,
Great questions.
yeah, great questions, a lot of clarifying questions. So I'm glad that we were able to kind of make things make a little bit more sense to everyone. We are going to wrap up the Q&As in just a second, but I just wanted to give you, Todd, just an opportunity again, just maybe just to talk about best practices. And I think the two major themes we've been seeing a lot in the questions, and maybe we can just wrap it up if you have any thoughts that we haven't been able to talk about yet, just best practices, and then also how will it allow the smaller channels and more medium-sized channels to grow is what I feel like a lot of people are interested in.
Yeah, I mean, tactically speaking, I'd say if you've got short videos you've made elsewhere, I would upload them. I would include hashtag shorts, keep them brief, 15, 20 seconds is probably a sweet spot. Anything up to 60 is great, and square or taller, but really lean towards vertical. And I think that the way I view where we are right now is we're sort of just getting going here. And so at a high level, what's involved is that, there's a team that's building out fantastic creation tools, including, music and lots of things that you would expect that's foundational. And then other things that I think will be very difficult for others to replicate. And we're excited about those things. There's a whole team here focused on new ways to recommend short videos and also get creators an audience, which is different than the core long form sort of YouTube algorithm, and something that I think is very much so part of the New Deal. The New Deal is give me great creation tools, give me lots of audio and music, and help me find an audience. And so we're really committed to that. And then really the final part of it is like that playback experience where we really want to create something that's immersive for short video, where you can engage with those videos and pivot over to see more from the channel, or pivot over to see more videos that were created with that sound, or see more videos with that hashtag, and really have it be performant. So we have a bunch of people very excited to execute on this sort of roadmap. And at a high level, I think we're only going to feel like we're being successful if we really make it so much easier for so many more people to create and build an audience. And then for a lot of people to be really entertained with short videos in small moments throughout the day. Because, you could be entertained with these, even if you only have like a minute or so. So I think the thing that I'm excited about is that just how excited everybody else is inside of YouTube. It's not like some small team working on this off in the corner. It's something that's on the minds of our senior most leaders. And then whole bunches of teams all across YouTube are helping my sort of pretty sizable core team responsible for this make this happen. So I'd recommend joining us now, being a little patient, but also knowing that we're really dedicated here to building this out and building a fantastic experience for creators and viewers.
Yeah, it's exciting. Thanks, Todd. I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to thank again the audience for just giving us a lot of questions today, a lot of great ones, and staying involved. Yeah, and I just want to thank Kyle for having me as well. Kyle, I'm just going to pass it back to you now.
Thanks, folks.
All right, awesome. So I'll throw it back. Thank you, Todd and Samir, for running that Q&A. And before we close, I just want to provide everyone on the call with a couple next steps. So first, as Todd stressed, as I've stressed, definitely go out there and upload short form content. This is really your opportunity to experiment with new formats in advance of the launch. So we're excited to see what you guys upload and how viewers respond. Second, if you are interested in additional sessions on YouTube 101, our long form strategy, feel free to check out the YouTube Creator Academy, where there's a number of lessons on product strategy, best practices, and more. But with that, we've reached the end of the session. If you'd like to provide feedback on the session, feel free to do so via the survey we're linking now in the chat, or as before, you can use the QR code on screen to navigate to the survey. Thanks to everyone for attending and for your attention, and happy creation.